All right, we are really happy to welcome our victorious team this evening, William and Mary, coach and players to the podium. Again, players are senior guard Bella Nascimento and freshman forward Natalie Fox, joined by head coach Erin Dickerson Davis. Coach and players, congratulations on the victory. We're going to start this press conference today with an opening statement from you, Coach.
I'm so proud of my team. We have done things that we are so proud of. And I want to give a special shout out to everybody's bracket that we busted today.
Let's get it.
All right. Well, then what we're going to do now is we're going to ask the folks here in Austin and those on Zoom to direct their questions to the student athletes first. Once we finish chatting with the student athletes, we'll open up questions for Coach. We'll start right here in the room. Just identify yourself and your affiliation prior to asking the question, sir. No, you need wait for the microphone. Thank you.
Sorry about that. Nathan Waters with University of Communications at William & Mary. Congrats on the win. Bella, making history. You guys made history last week, and now you're just kind of continuing that. Just the emotions, the joy of winning this game. Tell me about that.
Yeah, emotions are through the roof. We're still making history. This is an amazing group of girls that we have competing. We just want to win. Everything we see in front of us is to dominate, and we just want to win.
Hi, Isa with the next. Congratulations, guys. This is a question for both of y'all. What are y'all thoughts on the Moody Center as a facility and the environment here tonight?
Yeah, this is a great place to be in. Something I never imagined to be in, and we are truly blessed to be in a position like this, and the environment was great. Our fans, our support came down here. We got support back at home, too, so the environment was awesome.
Yeah, it was just electric being able to play in this sort of, like, environment, this arena. It's giant. It's, like, almost intimidating before you even get on the court, but then once you're, like, playing, it's just, like, you get the flow and the fans, and, like, all of the loudness kind of drowns out, and it's just, you just play basketball.
Sam Ferris with Fansided. Bella, you scored another double-digit game in the 20s. Natalie, you scored a season-high 12 points. What does that good performance on the scoreboard do to carry y'all into your next game?
Yeah, it gives us momentum. You know, the more we share the ball, the more it opens up everything. So we just look for each other on the court. My teammates found me. I found my teammates. You know, sharing the ball is what we do, and that's how we get each other open, and that's how we get our energy boosted up, because once we see that ball going through the net, it's lit from there.
Yeah, 100%. Like, we just play together. We have each other's backs. Like, you miss a shot, we got, like, a million offensive boards to just keep putting up shots and just keep playing together and getting the one more pass and getting everyone involved. So it's, like, just great.
Bella, can you talk about the poise that this group showed tonight? I mean, you guys outshot them. You went to the line and made your free throws. You out-rebounded them by, I think, 15. I think you had 12 assists total as a team. Just talk about the poise that this group showed in your first NCAA tournament game.
Yeah, well, we've seen this type of competition all season in the playoffs. We've seen that we could be up. We've seen that we could be down and just fight in our grit. But through it all, we just know to stay calm through the storm. It's going to pass, and just play together and stick together. That's our biggest thing. So no one's outside of themselves, because when we stick together, that's where we're strongest.
We're going to turn to a question from those who are joining us on Zoom. We're going to go to Rob Knox with the next for the next question. Rob?
All right, hey, what's happening? Good evening. First off, congratulations on the win. Bella, over the last couple of days, obviously, just being in this environment now that you have been there, can you just describe what it's been like just to, you know, do these press conferences, go through all the NCAA protocols, go to the hotel, see all the signage, see all the fans? It obviously, it's on a different level than just a typical regular season game. Just what's that been like for you?
It's been amazing. Like you said, it's a different level. It's a different stage. So it requires different things, and I'm here for it. I'm made for this, and I'm comfortable. This is my spot, so I'm good to go whenever everybody is, and let's get in, let's win.
And then I have a follow-up for Natalie. Obviously, playing in your first, well, everybody's playing in their first NCAA tournament game, but obviously as a freshman, it makes it special. What are you always going to remember about this journey with this team coming in as a freshman and just being able to be part of this?
I'll definitely always remember this team, my teammates, and just the excitement everyone has to be able to play in this environment and do all these fun things, all the activities outside of basketball, just being able to spend all this time together, like further past postseason and everything together. Like just this team, really, it's been a great experience.
We're going to return to questions here in Austin. If you would identify your name and your affiliation, please.
Sure. David Eckert, Austin American Statesman. For both of y'all, I'm obviously, you're in the right to play Texas with this win. What excites y'all about Texas and that matchup?
Yeah, we're excited to step on this floor again. It's another opportunity to play basketball. It's another opportunity to play basketball, which we all love and which we're here to do. This is a business trip, so we think we could beat any team, and that's what we're going to go out and that's what we're going to show the world that we can do.
We have time for one more question for the student athletes. We'll go back here. Just identify yourself, please, and your affiliation, sir.
Nathan Waters, William & Mary University Communications. Both players. What was the lead up today like for this game? Like, what was the routine? How did you guys kind of get into this game? What was the emotions like?
Yeah, the emotions were everywhere. There was nerves, there was excitement, there was, oh my gosh, we're gonna play at Texas in the Moody Center, and it was great vibes. But we knew that we had a job coming in, and that's what our main goal was, and we executed it.
Yeah, I just think that everyone kind of did their thing. We're honestly a very superstitious team, so we all have our routines, and everyone made sure to do what they needed to do before the game to get in the right mindset. And we shot around today, made sure we saw the ball go through the basket, kind of just got in our groove and did our thing.
How different did it feel?
Honestly, it was just like any other game once you got into it.
Ladies, thank you so much for your time tonight. Get some rest, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now we're going to open the floor up for coaches for questions for Coach Dickerson Davis.
Hi, Coach. Isamida with the next. Just repeating the question that I asked the girls. What are your thoughts on the Moody Center as a facility and the environment here in Austin?
This is one of the most amazing facilities I've ever been in. I've been in this business for a very long time, and I've been to a lot of schools. And this environment, this arena, when you walk in, it is just incredible. I remember walking in, I said, well, girls, welcome to the big leagues, But this university has done such a great job with creating this environment for its student athletes. They deserve it. It's beautiful.
Coach Sam Ferris with Fansided. It seems like when Bella and Natalie talk, you just beam with pride at your players. Can you talk a little bit about what this team means to you and to be here with them?
I could melt right now. I am so filled with pride. They were so nervous. I spent the entire day figuring out how to calm their nerves. I kept saying, I need to figure out, what things I want to execute after timeouts and all of this stuff. And then I couldn't focus on it because I needed to make sure that my girls were okay. These are my babies, right? They have been through everything. They have given everything to be at William & Mary. They chose this place, and they have completely bought into me, my staff, and what this university stands for. So to see them have the success that they are having right now, I could melt. I could melt.
We're going to go and turn back to the folks that are on Zoom. The question will come from Rob Knox, also from the Next. Rob?
Aaron, what's happening? Good
Hey,
job
Rob.
tonight. Hey, again, like you said, you being with pride, obviously, all the outside stuff, but the way you are rebounding the ball, especially in the final 5 minutes tonight, what allowed that? What did you see out there? I mean, obviously, your bigs, Kayla and Natalie, sometimes overlooked sometimes just because of your guards, but tonight they came through huge for you.
They did. We put on the board for the entire conference tournament and into today that if we can rebound, we have a chance at winning. We can't give a team like High Point a lot of chances to score the basketball. We needed to limit them to one and done. And I think that we really came through with that. It was great that we were able to also crash the offensive boards. That was something that was a huge priority for us today. So I'm proud that they were able to do it, to execute it. I know that that's something that we can do, and I'm just glad that that's not the thing that's been our Achilles heel in the postseason.
And then obviously, as mentioned earlier, your next game is on Saturday. Opportunity of a lifetime for you and your program to compete against a program like that. I'm sure you probably haven't had necessarily a chance to think about it. Maybe on a flight here, you say, hey, get by a High Point, we could try to play Texas. But what's going to be the message to your team? I know you say believe and everything like that, but is it going to be a part of you that's going to step back and say, hey, let's embrace this?
Absolutely. I actually didn't think anything about Texas, and that's not because they're not one of the best teams in the world. It's just because, just like the conference tournament, it was one game at a time. Now, I've watched Texas play quite a bit this season because they're a great basketball team, so I know who they are. I know what they do, and we'll be able to go back after this and shift our focus to Texas. I do want them to embrace this. I want them to have a good time. You're about to play against a team that, respectfully to every other basketball coach, should get to the Final Four. They're an amazing team. Vic Schaefer is such a great coach. I actually played back in the day with Lindsey Wisdom Hilton, so I know their staff very well. It's just going to be such a fun time, a fun environment. I have to assume it is going to be wild in here. And so to be able to have that kind of experience, like how could you be mad?
Rob, thank you for the question. We'll come back here to Austin for the next question, please.
Hi, David Eckert, Austin American-Statesman. Seems like, I guess externally, y'all have spent the last week or so winning a bunch of games that people would say you probably shouldn't. What's mindset-wise? What's the key to that, and what's it going to take for that to continue?
So only people on the outside felt like we couldn't win these games. And that is, I think, probably the hardest thing to explain is, and even when I'm talking to my team, like, we're supposed to be here. Like, we are not as bad as what our record showed. We found ourselves spiraling, and instead of coming together, everybody separated. And that is what created this record that we have, right? The slide that we had. And it took people to come together. It took my leaders to come together. It took Bella on the bus coming back from Campbell after our last game to say, we are not quitters. We're not quitters, right? And finally, I don't know why it took us so long. I'm not sure. I tried. But they figured it out, and they did it on their own. They needed that time and space to figure it out. These are very smart kids. They need time to think through things. And unfortunately, it slid us in the season. So I'm just glad that we're back on track. We were on this track to start the CAA conference season. We were on our way to the best start in conference history at like 8-2 or something like that. And so we know that we were built for this, and I'm just glad that we were able to show everyone that we can fight and we can be resilient and we can stand up after we get knocked down.
We actually have time for one quick question final. This will be the final question for Coach. Thank you.
Nathan Waters, University of Communications. You talked about the nerves today. How did that kind of show up? Put me there. And then you guys showed a lot of poise in this game. It didn't seem like you guys were nervous. I mean, you played so well. How did they kind of shake that off to put out the performance they did?
So I knew we were nervous. I drew up this play to get Bella a wide open layup, and she got one and she missed it. And that is how I knew that we were nervous, right? Bella is a prolific scorer. She's one of the best scorers that I've ever coached. And so to miss that initial layup, Cassidy missed a couple of layups early. We missed a couple of free throws. And that's kind of where I saw the nerves on the offensive end. Defensively, being able to get some stops, I think, really helped us kind of settle in. I called a timeout in the first quarter as well, just to kind of settle us, right? The score was like 10-8 or something along those lines, but I just saw that we were moving slow, we were sucking wind, and I needed to kind of calm us down and regroup us. And I think, again, we talked at some other press conference, like in the timeouts, they are taking control. I come in, I'm drawing up what we're going to run. I tell them what we're going to do on defense, and they are talking and they are problem solving and they are figuring it out. So after that first timeout, when we were able to settle into this environment, into this stage, in the NCAA tournament, I think that we were able to regroup and go for it from there.
Coach, thank you so much for your time tonight, and we'll see you tomorrow. Congratulations on the big win.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Round post-game press conference with High Point University. We will hear from head coach Chelsea Banbury, senior guards Aaliyah Collins, and senior guard Jaleesa Lawrence. Before, Coach, you make an opening statement, we just want to thank you very much for being here, and congratulations on a very good season. If you could just start us with an opening statement, please, Coach.
Yeah, hats off to William and Mary. They came out, they were ready to play, they were ready to execute. They're playing very good basketball right now. They're pretty tough to guard, shooting the ball at a extremely high percentage, and sharing it. Had a lot of catch and shoot threes early on. Bella is a great offensive player and caused a lot of problems for us. And we made some runs ourselves, but unfortunately we didn't make enough plays down the stretch. But I'm proud of our team. We hung in there in their runs, and we didn't fold. And we came back and we took the lead. So they had a lot of fight in them today, and unfortunately, we just didn't make enough plays down the stretch to come away with the win.
Coach, thank you for that. We're going to first start with addressing questions, please, to the players. And once those players have answered the questions, we will we'll dismiss them, and we'll have time for Coach to answer some of your questions. So if we could direct the first questions towards the players, please. Identify yourself and your affiliation.
Hi, Isel Meda with the Next. Of course, not the end of the season you guys were expecting, but what are some things from this season that you guys are proud of coming out?
I'm proud of us, honestly, for overcoming adversity throughout this year. We had a lot of baby bumps, I'm sure as every other team does. It was just a lot of energy to try to put into working together. So I am proud of us for the chemistry that we ended up coming up with towards the end of the season.
Yeah, well, we got here, so that's just amazing in itself. We won regular season, and then we just grew as a team together, and it was just so fun playing with these girls. Even if we didn't make it here, I'm proud of them for just showing up to practice every day, working hard, and just getting better every day.
Y'all have a lot of seniors. Sam Ferris was fan-sided. Y'all have a lot of seniors on your team. Can you talk a bit about what these girls mean to you and what it means to play alongside them day in and day out?
For me, I'm new this year, so it was interesting coming into these girls Lee had been here, the other seniors had been here already, and I guess except for Lo, but it was interesting just that dynamic. I feel like I didn't click with everyone at first, but then as the season went on, we all found our groove, and I just fell in love with everyone. So it's been amazing to just meet these girls, learn about them, learn about their personality, and just love them.
Yeah, we all have a bunch of different personalities, so it's just kind of funny seeing how they all clash, I guess to say. But the senior squad this year, I think we did good. We led the team. We made history for our school, at least. Yeah, we didn't end how we wanted to. It should have ended better, but we just need to be proud. We could have done better, should have done better, but at the end of the day, we can't let that
take away from all of the accomplishments we made. So.
A reminder for those folks who are joining us on Zoom, if you do have a question, please use the raised hand function at this time so we can direct your question to our student athletes. All right, seeing none there, do we have any other questions here in the room in Austin for our two players? If not, ladies, we do appreciate your time here on the podium today, and thank you again for joining us, and thank you and congratulations for a great, impressive season this year. Thank you.
Thank you.
Can I take this?
Absolutely.
Nice.
Absolutely. We're going to be sharing those with your team for everyone, so we have them for everyone, but please take those name cards. Thank you.
Thank you. I think so. I don't know. Thank you.
Sure, of course. All right, questions for Coach now, if we could.
Hi, Coach. Iselmida with the Next. I wanted to know, what are your thoughts on the Moody Center and playing in this facility?
Yeah, it's a beautiful facility. I'm sure when you're playing Texas and it's sold out, there's definitely a different vibe in here. But, it's a beautiful facility. We're fortunate to get to come here and play in it and enjoy all the perks of it.
Sam Ferris with Fansided. Coach, you had a good amount of fans in attendance today. What does that mean to get that support so far away from your campus?
Yeah, a lot of that goes to our president. President Cobain has given us a lot of support. He made it possible for students to come out here, and, without the support of him and the administration, there's no way that happens. So, I appreciate him for that, and we had a lot of parents and things of that nature, but, a lot of that goes to our president and his support for our teams and athletics.
Coach, repeating the question I asked the girls, what are some things that you're proud of this season and making it this far?
Yeah, I am proud that we made it this far, but, I didn't just come here to get a participation trophy. We came in and, we wanted to win this game, and we prepared like we were going to win this game, and unfortunately we fell short. But the girls did accomplish a lot, and they came together as a group, and, when we were playing good, we were playing as good as any team that I've had, and, they're a great group to coach. They've been a lot of fun to coach. Aaliyah touched on it. We had a lot of ups and downs. We dealt with a lot of injuries throughout the season. We've been a player down the majority of conference at some point, and, the girls rallied and they found a way to play together, and we had different lineups in there, and, they created a lot of chemistry and a lot of love for each other, and they've been a selfless team all season. And I'm just proud of them for that, and truly buying into the we over me, and, buying into the team, and loving each other and being selfless.
Do we have any other questions for Coach Ambry? Coach, seeing none, we just want to thank you for your time and congratulate you, as you mentioned, on your team's resilience this year and on your successes. Thank you so much.
Thank you.